Hey everybody, it's Andrew Martin coming to you with another message on Friday, August 1st. Yes! We made it through July. Man, I am so happy to turn the page on July. I could not be happier to see that it is now August and that July is past. Man, what a month. And I know that it resonated with so many of you because I looked at my views for that video on Facebook this morning, and I think it has over 1,200 views at this point, which is more than any of my videos or any of my postings have ever gotten on Facebook. So I just wanted to take a minute to say thank you, thank you, thank you for sharing that, for reposting it, for retweeting it, for reblogging it. Thank you for your feedback. Thank you for your insight, for your comments, for your questions. It means so much to me to know that our numbers continue to grow, and that the little part that I am playing in this whole process and this whole awakening of us as a collective and as a planet has really begun to grow in that way, and it's just so exciting for me. I love, 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 love seeing that. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate it. If you haven't checked out that video entitled If It Ain't Love, It Ain't Getting Through that I just posted a couple of days ago, I invite you to check it out at this time, because I think it really does sort of shed some light on what we're all going through right now in July, especially those of us who maybe haven't been consciously going through this journey yet and are just now starting to wake up to the fact that, wow, something's going on, something's different. And while we may not be able to put words to it, while we may not be able to name it as of yet, we can't any longer deny that something's shifting. So let's jump into it for August. I've got a lot of information that I want to share. I have a feeling that I'm probably going to be doing an update on August in a couple of weeks, because I think August is going to be another one of those months where things are going to be rocking and rolling. It's going to be really intense. Not in a bad way. I'm not trying to scare anybody, but I don't think it's ready for us to relax just yet. So I will record this video now, and I would say keep your eyes open for another video maybe in a couple of weeks. But when I woke up this morning, there was a song in my head. There's a song by Holy Ghost called Don't Look Down. It's a great song just because it's a great song, but the lyrics are also really meaningful and timely, I think, for what we're kind of going through right now. And I always, whenever I have a message like that, whatever's on my mind when I first wake up, especially if it's a song or a phrase, I know that that's spirit kind of sending me a little nudge to say, hey, this is kind of what we want you to know right now, and this is sort of some insight into what's happening. So I invite you to look for the song, Google it online, you'll find the song, again, by Holy Ghost called Don't Look Down, and the lyrics are really, really cool. But the chorus basically is the phrase, don't look down, just sort of repeated over and over and over. And to me, that really speaks to, and I got the impression that they're really showing me that it's all about us just staying on our path, staying focused, staying in our power, staying aligned, and just keep on moving forward on the path that we have begun to carve out for ourselves. We're definitely moving in the right direction. While months like July may make us question what we're doing, and we may have no idea really what's happening and what's around the corner next, I really think that that was just sort of some reassurance to say, nope, we're with you, you're doing fine, things are great, just don't look down and just keep moving forward. So when I was doing my meditation this morning, I was asking them to show me a metaphor, give me a picture, so that I can communicate to people in, again, I love metaphors. And they showed me, me standing on a platform, and I was barefoot, which I think speaks to just being very grounded and very connected, and walking forward on this platform, and I was just moving very deliberately and very slowly and very focused with very powerful intent. And beneath this platform, the platform was see-through. I could see down below. There were all of these people, and it was just like this jumble of a crowd, and it was just sort of confusion and chaos, and not in a scary or a bad way, but just a lot of people just kind of like, what's going on, what's happening? And then all of a sudden all these people started popping up through the platform, through the floor, and all of a sudden they were standing right next to me, and they just sort of looked bewildered, like, they were asleep in a dark room and someone just flipped on the light. And they were kind of like, what's going on? What's happening? And I definitely got the sense that that is speaking to the fact that a lot of people who may not have been consciously going through this process at this point, but are still feeling the effects of all the energies that are coming into the planet, are now going to be waking up, and they're going to begin to look for different ways, new information, new wisdom, new ways to approach and to live their lives, because they're realizing and they're waking up to the fact that what they've been doing isn't working anymore. And like I was speaking about in the message, excuse me, for July just a couple days ago, was that, you know, a lot of us were realizing that we can't hide from it anymore, we can't run from it anymore, and what we've been doing in the past isn't working, and it's time for a new approach. It's time for a heart-centered, aligned, very honest, and truthful approach that's full of integrity. And I think that that's what we're going to be seeing. For those of us that are doing this work, you know, doing readings and channelings and messages and psychics and astrologers and all of us that sort of fit under that sort of new age category, so to speak, I think we're going to be seeing a lot of people coming to us looking for wisdom and looking for guidance, looking for feedback and for input. So that's good news. Because to me that just speaks to, you know, the collective, the numbers of people waking up is growing. We are getting, you know, as sort of a light army, we are getting bigger and stronger and more powerful. And the shift has definitely started to, you know, the tipping point, I think we're beyond the tipping point. And now the numbers of people who are awake and who are conscious and who are holding and bringing the light is growing. So that was what they showed me first of all. And then they showed me a ship. They showed me a ship on waters, stormy, stormy, stormy waters, like crazy, crazy waters. But the ship was protected in a bubble of golden light. And they kept telling me, stay the course, stay the course, stay the course. So I think that what that says is that, again, what we are seeing collectively on the external, what is manifesting in the right here and the right now on a global scale, is going to continue to have the perception of unrest or drama or chaos, and it's going to be one of those things that we could choose to go into fear, or we can choose to stay aligned and stay in our truth and know that this is just a process of cleansing and of purging all of those lower vibrational energies, and it really is now time for us to stand firm and to stand strong and true in the light and in the truth that we know we have, and just choose the highest vibrational aspect that's available to us in any and every moment, and to not give into the fear, to not give into the chaos, to not give into the doubt or the insecurity or those lower vibrational questions. And it's going to be a lot easier for us now because we have cleared so much over the past few months, especially in July. It's going to be a lot easier for us to stay aligned and stay on our path. And then, you know, like clockwork, the song by Tom Petty, I Won't Back Down, popped into my head. After they were saying, stay the course, stay the course, stay the course, I heard Tom Petty's voice, I won't back down. I heard that over and over. And then it was, hey baby, there ain't no easy way out. And to me, what that says, so, you know, of course, I'm going to invite you to look up the lyrics online, read the lyrics in their entirety, and see what that message speaks to you and see what it has for you. But to me what that says is, you know, it really is us standing strong and saying, no, I'm not going to back down. I know what is true. I know what is right for me. I know what the best choices are for me, and I'm going to stand steadfastly in that, and I'm going to continue walking deliberately. I'm going to continue to ground myself. I'm going to continue to stay connected, and I'm just not going to back down anymore. So I think that really that speaks to, on a larger scale, it really is about us owning our power, standing in our truth, knowing what we know to be true and right in every given moment. But also internally, you know, we have cleared out so much stuff energetically, and we've let go of so many old stories. But there's still going to be, you know, those little patterns that may pop up. There's still going to be the temptation to give in to old ways, to start believing old stories, to give in to those old, you know, sort of hamster wheel things that just sort of kept us stuck in a rut, to give in to the fear, to give in to the doubt. But really, you know, I've already kind of been going through some of that this morning, and I just, you know, I laugh and I smile, and I bless those fears, and I love those fears, and I embrace them. Again, we are moving beyond duality consciousness. It's not about light versus dark, good versus evil, right versus left, black versus white, male, female, straight, gay. It's not about that anymore. And I've been saying this sort of over and over, it seems like, but it really is about embracing all of it and understanding that even those things that we used to call bad or negative or evil or dark, they're just another aspect of the light. They're just another aspect that needs to be cleansed and purified. And personally, I really lately, you know, it's like I don't read the news. I don't follow the news. I don't have any of that stuff on Facebook. I don't watch the news because it really, you know, so much of it is just fear-mongering, and so much of it is just to sort of feed those lower emotions. But I started thinking, you know, I really do tip my hat to those people that have chosen to play the role of villain, so to speak, in this lifetime. Because imagine what it would be like to say, as a soul, you know, before we come into this life, we say, yeah, sure, I'm jumping into this role with both feet, and I'm really excited to play this part, and I'm really excited to learn these lessons. Imagine what it's like to say, yeah, I'm going to play the role of the evil villain mastermind who's trying to ruin and corrupt the world, and that's the role that I'm going to play. So really what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling is that it is going to be even more important for us to call upon that wellspring of love and compassion for others. You know, the work that we have been doing for July, showing love and compassion for ourselves, it is now really going to be starting to use those tools and that practice on other people. And to say, you know what? I'm compassionate and loving for all of my darker and lower aspects, and so I can find a way to say thank you and show compassion and show love to all those people outside of me and that are external to me, which, you know, we're all connected anyway, so there really is no separation. But those people that have chosen to play the role of the villain or the black hat, so to speak, to show them love, to show them compassion, and know that, you know what, it's really just a matter of time before they're going to have to surrender and throw up their hands too, and they're going to be the ones that the lights are going to come on, and all of a sudden they're going to be blinking in this new bright room, wondering what the hell just happened and where they've been. So that's what I see on tap for us for August. It is going to be a lot of, you know, a lot of stuff going on. We're going to have the perception of chaos. We're going to have the perception of drama. We're going to have the perception of this crazy roller coaster ride, but really in the end, it's all good, it's all great, it's all love, it's all light, it's all coming from the same place, and we really are going to be using those tools that we have been honing and we have been sharpening over the past few months of love, of compassion, of unconditional acceptance of all that is within us and all that is before us, and to say, you know what, I can love this and I can bless this and I am unshakable. Honey, I am not backing down. You don't scare me. You don't intimidate me. I'm not afraid. I am powerful. I am eternal. I am without boundaries. I have lived and died 1,000 times, so what the hell do I have to be afraid of? So what else do you got? Bring it on. So that's what I see for us on tap for August. Again, I may have an update for us in a couple of weeks, but you know, we'll cross that bridge if we get to it. As always, I thank you for watching. I so appreciate and love when you give me feedback, and you know, when you share those messages and when you repost and reblog those messages. It just means the world to me, because it says, you know what, the more people that can see our information that we're sharing and can be, you know, given access to the light that we all have access to, the faster this transformation is going to happen and the better it's going to be in the long run for all of us. So as always, you can go to my website, contact me there if you need a reading, if you need help, if you need guidance, if you need wisdom, if you need insight, anything. I'm happy to help if I can. Go to my Facebook page and follow me there for daily inspirational messages. You can also follow my YouTube channel there if you want to be sure to catch all of my videos. I hope that you're happy. I hope that you're healthy. I hope that you're smiling. As always, thank you for watching. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Peace out to July. See you later. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you, because I am so happy to say goodbye to July. And what I have to say to August is bring it on. I'm ready. We can handle it. We've got this. We're going to be fine. I love you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.